Today on Bike People, we crank it up with riders from Adaptive Sports Hand Cycle Team. Forrest takes us on a special ride.
It's just like magic, I'll tell you what.
And Suzette gets a little misty. All that and more, straight ahead on Bike People. Bike People is brought to you in part by the Des Moines Bicycle Collective promotes bicycling as a means of active transportation, wellness, and recreation in central Iowa. The Iowa Natural Heritage Foundation, working to protect and restore Iowa's land, water, and wildlife. Bike Iowa, your source for Iowa bicycle rides, events, and news, connecting cycling with Iowa community since 2001.
My name is Forrest. I got my first bike at age 3, my next bike at age 7. I've ridden in Europe, Australia, and all across our great nation.
My name is Suzette. I'm a mom, TV personality, and bike lover. I've known Forrest for years from interviews, rides, and bike events.
Things up for rag ride issue.
I'm in the bicycle business and a cycling enthusiast. I've been collecting, fixing, and selling bikes my whole life.
We love bikes and all the people, stories, and adventures around them.
We're on a journey to show you the world through two wheels.
To help you become
Bike People.
Welcome to Bike People. We are ready for another awesome episode. This week is about special riders with special needs, and we talk to the founder of Adaptive Sports Iowa. We get to learn about their mission, and we get to see a hand cycle and all the unique parts. Plus, we get to meet some of the riders associated with those bikes.
We also take you on a 4th grade bike ride, and we get to meet a family with a great son and a very unique bicycle.
Okay, what's the 4th grade bike ride?
Well, let me show you. 4th grade bike ride is just the culmination of an incredible year for these kids. I've been doing it for over 20 years. My daughter's 29, and I did it before she was in 4th grade. So we go through about an hour-long presentation talking to these kids about bicycles and about bicycle safety. To be real careful, to use those helmets all the time, and that's a big deal for us. And it's a great time to get out there and do ride support and encourage the moms and the dads as well as the kids.
It's like magic. It's just like magic, I'll tell you what.
In a school with 4 4th grade classes, there are some children that have disabilities. They're not really easily able to ride a regular bicycle. And in this particular year, we had a wonderful young man named Matthew. And we were able to work through a special style bicycle that would help he and his mom and dad and meet Matthew's needs. And it lets him become a normal 4th grader, having a wonderful experience. They were cyclists, so they understood the value of the bicycle and how much joy that they felt it could bring to Matthew's life.
Pedal hard, buddy. Cross the street. This way. Straight ahead. This way.
My joke with all the kids is that there's about 4 or 5 that want to flunk 4th grade so they can come back and do it again every year because they have so much fun.
Hello, buddy.
It's wonderful to see kids get out and be active, get out and really enjoy the trail system, enjoy the bicycle, and just get out and have a great time.
Wow, Forrest, that was fantastic. It looked like so much fun.
It was a nice day to be on the trail. The kids had a wonderful time out there, and their parents enjoyed it too because they didn't have to work. We'll try to make arrangements so you can meet Matthew and his family.
Oh, that's great. I can't wait to learn more. Oh, yeah, you go to the left, guys. Yeah.
Other than that, I love this bike. I mean, it gets me out there again. That's right.
It's a beautiful day here at Grays Lake, and I am here chatting with the Adaptive Sports Iowa folks. They're doing a training ride for RAGBRAI. Let's see what they're up to. I'm here with Drew, and he is riding with All Ability Bicycles for RAGBRAI. Great to see you.
Yep, great to be here.
Well, tell me a little bit about your bike.
I have a Lightning lean steer, so to steer I have to lean. It's a little bit different than most hand cycles, that it's just set up a little bit different. I don't know. Well, a hand cycle to me is like one of the most challenging things that anybody could ever do. It is a little bit harder than sitting upright, but it's not bad once you put in miles, just like a bicycle. First time out on a bicycle, you can't go that far, so it's just training and getting used to it.
Yeah. So how far have you been going?
The farthest I've gone is 53 miles this year.
In one day?
In one day.
That's probably more than I think I've gotten in this year.
And it was in 6 hours. So,
6 hours.
You know.
So what's RAGBRAI look like for you?
I'm doing the last 3 days this year. So it's going to be a whole bunch of short, fun days. I think the longest we're doing is 63 miles on the very last day. Okay. So it should be really fun. Have
you checked out the route to see like if there's lots of hills?
Yeah, the hilliest part's going to be the last day, I do believe. Okay. Other than that, it looked pretty flat.
Now, is that like a huge challenge? I mean, what happens if you get going up the hill and, like, for me, I'd like, if I hop off the bike and walk with it, you know, and that's not. You just keep going.
Yep. You keep going. Take stops.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
I've only had to stop going up 2 hills, and you take a little break and then back at it.
Now, how often do you ride?
I try to do at least 2 times a week, depending on the weather.
Okay, so what will you not ride in?
I prefer not to ride in strong headwinds and rain.
Have you ever rode in like snowy weather?
Yes. Before my accident, I used to ride to work every day, and it was 5 miles.
Okay.
One way, and then 5 miles home.
How long ago was your accident?
It'll be 2 years ago this November.
Okay. How I mean, I can't imagine how difficult it would be to, like, you know, go from being mobile in a different way to having some limitations.
It was a challenge, but life's garden, you gotta dig it. Gotta make it work for you.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. I really appreciate
No problem.
You know, your candidness and willingness to speak to us.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out of the way as much as possible.
Okay, so I'm gonna be in the legs.
That does everything.
Which is about 10 miles. Carol's swing and Ginger. You guys need to speak. I'll be there.
That's right. His tears, I think we're all set.
All right, check it out. I'm here with Nick, and we are talking about another hand cycle here. I love these. This looks like one of the ones that we had on our show.
Yes. Same make, same model, same color.
So you know of the other bike?
Yes. I have a lot of experience with the bikes, with a lot of the bikes of Adaptive Sports Iowa. I mean, I spent a lot of time with Mike Boone, the director, and he's shown me a lot to do. And I work at a bike shop over in Jefferson, and I see lots of makes and models come in and out of that shop every single day.
Okay, All Ability Bicycles.
All Ability Cycles in Jefferson.
In Jefferson.
Yes.
How long have you been riding the hand cycle?
I've been riding hand cycles since late 2011.
Okay.
I got my first hand cycle in November of 2011. And I trained through most of the winter and most of the summer, and then I did my first RAGBRAI last year of 2012
with Adaptive Sports Iowa.
With Adaptive Sports Iowa.
Right on.
And then after that was a 7-speed hand cycle that I got through a different shop. That hand cycle wasn't really a good hand cycle to use during RAGBRAI because it's just a 7-speed. I don't have the gears to keep cranking up the hill. And
oh my God!
There was one point last year where I was riding I was going up a hill and I stalled out right here.
And what do you do?
Well, I either have to roll backwards and get another push, or I have to have someone help me get my full rotation out.
Okay.
But with this hand cycle, since my arms aren't fully extended, and see how they're bent, I can pull it more. I won't be able to stall out as easily, and I can be able to keep cranking up a hill. And that's why
That's good information. This is why you're working at the bike shop. Well, so what kind of trails do you ride on there?
The main trail I ride on is the High Trestle Trail.
Love it.
From Slater to Madrid. That's the one I ride from Slater to Woodward and back. I haven't done the full one from Ankeny to Woodward and back yet, but I'm planning to before RAGBRAI is
And folks at home, that is a long ways.
It's about 50 miles
That's
there
a
and
long
back.
way. Yeah.
There and back.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
That's about how. That's not even 50 miles. Is not even one of the. It's a little bit more than a day of what RAGBRAI is going to be this year. So I'm pretty excited to get at it this year.
Tell me what Adaptive Sports Iowa has done for you.
Adaptive Sports Iowa has done so much for me. I was in a wheelchair, you know. I wasn't helpless. I mean, I do a lot of things for myself. I mean, I get dressed by myself in the morning. I transfer in my bed by myself. I transfer into the shower by myself. I do all that. And then in high school, I did state track, and there I met a couple people that helped me go to the UNI Adaptive Sports Camp, and that's where I met Mike Boone, who introduced me to their basketball program down in Ankeny. And ever since then, I've just become full involved with Adaptive Sports Iowa, and I've become so much active. I feel healthier. I feel better about myself. I feel 100% better mentally and physically.
That is exactly what bicycling does for you, and exercise in general. So.
Yes, yes.
You have an awesome ride today. Thank you so much for
Thank
talking.
you very much. No
Great
problem.
to meet you.
Great to meet you too.
Suzanne and I are here talking about her getting ready for RAGBRAI. I think we're going to ride one of the same days.
Yeah.
So you need to give me a big high five when you see me.
Yeah.
Right on. So how many days a week do you think that you go out on your bike?
2, 3.
And your dad goes out with you, doesn't he?
Yeah. We ride together usually.
So you are practicing basically, or training today for RAGBRAI.
Yeah.
How far do you think you're going?
My goal is 25 miles, and the farthest I've rode is 18, 19.
Wow.
So.
How do you think this has changed your life, being able to have the ability to use the bicycle?
Because like every kid rides a bike, so I get to ride a bike. I mean.
Yeah, you just get to
get
to ride a cooler yellow one. Suzanne, thank you for talking with me today. You're kind of an inspiration.
Yeah.
25 miles? I might not get that in today.
Well, it's supposed to be 40. So.
Ah, well, we won't let anybody know that.
Yeah.
All right, give me a high five, sister. Thanks. I'm here with Mike Boone, the director of Adaptive Sports Iowa. Thanks for coming in today.
No problem.
It's really exciting what you do. I know that you work with all kinds of different athletes with all kinds of different needs. You're talking about basketball, there was a skiing trip. We love biking, of course, but you work with everybody.
Yep, I'm the director of Adaptive Sports Iowa. Our mission is we provide sports and recreation opportunities for those Iowans with physical disabilities. And we do a wide range of products or wide range of programs, from cycling to team sports to endurance sports, things along those lines. We've been around for about 2 years, and we've had a very humbling success in the process. It's actually beyond anything we expected 2 years ago.
I saw you guys on RAGBRAI, and you've been on my radar ever since, so I wanted to make sure that we could speak to you and find out exactly what it is that you do. Now, you created Adaptive Sports Iowa. And
my wife and I originally wrote the business plan for Adaptive Sports Iowa because we saw a glaring need within the state for this. And you have to understand too, when we say adaptive sports, Our mission is to serve those with physical disabilities only. So that's the big separation between what we do and what Special Olympics does, or what the Miracle League does. And by no means am I saying that their missions are wrong. Right. We just simply serve a different demographic. And we created this because there's just, like I said, we want to create an opportunity that these athletes can participate with their peers in an environment that's inviting, but also competitive and also social. And that's kind of where we've found our niche.
You know, I've seen a lot of different bikes, a lot of different riders on RAGBRAI. Who are some of the people who are riding with you?
Our team is roughly a roster of about 60 people. And within that, it's about half and half volunteer and an athlete with disabilities. And our athletes, we have about 10 different states represented on the team, and the disabilities range from spinal cord injuries to spina bifida to amputees to vision impairments. So basically you've got the paraplegics, you've got the blind and vision impaired, and you have the amputees.
How does someone who's blind ride a bike on RAGBRAI?
What we're able to do is we actually work with them and we find them pilots for a tandem. So they would be what was referred to as the stoker on a tandem bike. In fact, we have one individual we have a blind individual who's coming up from Florida, and he's riding on the back of a tandem, and the pilot is from Maine. Wow. The first time they're ever going to meet each other is in Iowa. So we have a lot of very unique situations on our team that are we never even expected something like that to happen. But it's cool that we're really bringing these people together.
How do you make those connections? That's amazing that you have people who say from Florida just calling up and saying, I want to go on RAGBRAI, help me out.
No, it's a fair question. Well, obviously. We've kind of positioned ourselves. I mean, we are the team on RAGBRAI that serves this demographic. So obviously those athletes are contacting us all the time about being a part of the team, and which is great. Our biggest need obviously is volunteers, and the volunteers that we find, we mostly find through just building relationships. The individual that's going to be coming out to pilot this individual's bike, we met him the first year we did RAGBRAI because we were staying overnight in the same YMCA that he was staying at, and we just struck up a conversation. He contacted me the next fall saying, I want to be a part of your team, and we were able to make it work out. So.
Well, you realize you're going to have a lot of volunteers after this.
That's my hope. Honestly, we need volunteers in everything we do. Unfortunately right now we're only 2 years old. We don't have the resources to really have a lot of presence in terms of employees. So we cannot function unless we have volunteers.
But let's talk about what it's like. How do you get people to the beginning of the race? Where do you camp? Give me the whole. What would it feel like for someone who joins the team?
Sure. By the way, you just called RAGBRAI a race.
Oh my gosh! Sorry, TJ. You know TJ, the director.
I do know TJ.
Sometimes I feel like I'm racing now.
I know.
I just want to.
It's a fair point.
There are a few people that I want to beat.
But that's almost sacrilege what you just said.
It's a ride. It's a ride.
And that's. But the reason we're part of RAGBRAI, obviously it's such a big part of Iowa culture. It makes an obvious sense for us to be a part of that event. To get people to the beginning of the ride, we coordinate accessible transportation from Des Moines to the start point, and then from the end back to Des Moines again. We've got a fantastic support crew, so we actually we'll take everyone who uses a wheelchair. We'll take all their equipment, all their wheelchairs and walkers and everything they need to the midway point, and we'll have them all lined up on the main route. So when they pull in, all they have to do is transfer out. We have a number of volunteers that are actually riding with our team. So if we have some riders that want someone to ride with them, we can pair those people up. A lot of our riders are very independent. They want the support from the team, but they don't need someone like out there.
So do you have any stories that you want to share? I'm sure that there's so many things that happen.
Absolutely. Well, for example, the first year we did the ride, we were pulling out of the first down. That's when we were leaving from Glenwood. And we were all kind of nervous because we've never done anything like this before. We didn't know how this was going to work out. But it was cool to see the progression that first year. So when we're pulling out of Glenwood, everyone's kind of, as they pass our team, everyone's clapping and saying, good job, I'm glad you guys are out there. But it was cool as the progression of the week went on to see how people's interaction with our team changed. Because when we were leaving Glenwood, we were the disabled team. We were the team of hand cycles, we were the team of blind riders, and that's probably how people viewed us, which is nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's just a societal thing. But as the week went on, people kept seeing us, and by the end of the week, we had just ridden 500 miles like every other cyclist.
You were just anybody else out of...
Right, and by the end of the week, I felt like the RAGBRAI culture was almost looking at us as just cyclists. And one thing that I've always found very interesting about it is obviously when you're using a hand cycle, you're pedaling in this motion. And your upper body muscles are extremely smaller than your lower body muscles. So it's a lot harder, obviously, to use a hand cycle. So at the end of the week, you make that realization that a lot of these cyclists have just done 500 miles physically pushing their bike across the state of Iowa. And that's where you get in the debate of, oh man, do I really use the term disability to define this team? Because it's difficult to do that. In fact, that first year we even came up with a phrase that we stopped referring to our team as the disabled team, and we just referred to everyone on RAGBRAI as either a shoe user or a wheelchair user. Because really, I mean, there's a lot of riders on RAGBRAI that I would consider able-bodied that would have no chance in pushing a hand cycle across the state of Iowa. There's no way. So by a lot of accounts, these guys are actually more fit than a lot of the people you find on RAGBRAI.
Hey, thanks for meeting with us today. I really love what you're doing. Your work in the world is so valuable, and I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Forrest promised that I would get to meet Matthew's folks and get to see his bike, and that all happened. His mom, his grandma were there. I got to meet Matthew, checked out the bike, and it was a great day.
Well, I'll tell you, Matthew's parents really appreciate that style of bike because it allows them to go out, enjoy nature, enjoy the trails, just be a family out having fun. They really appreciate all the options that exist out there.
Well, let's take a look. Where's the coolest place you've taken the bike so far? At the park. Yeah. Do you ride a lot?
Yes.
Hey, Matthew, I want to thank you for taking time out to show me your new bike. It's pretty awesome. Give me a high five, man. Woo! How has things changed for you getting outside with the family since you have a new bike?
As a family, then everyone can be on a bike, and he can do to his activity level. As a parent, you just want them to have that chance to be able to ride a bike and the independence that it gives him.
Right.
Changing his own gears, braking. Though we did override the brakes.
Okay.
Because we were having a tendency, he would always say, hit the brakes, and that we would do, and I felt it. So we wanted that opportunity for him to bike, and it connects to our bike. This bike can be adapted in so many ways, from foot pedals to the gears.
Have you ever thought about doing a little bit of RAGBRAI? It's coming through Des Moines.
My husband would love it.
Saw that smile coming. I knew there was going to be yes somewhere.
Yes, and we would love to start participating in the local rides. It's an awesome family opportunity.
It is.
To get everybody together.
Does he ask to go out?
Yes, yes. Every night we would go out last spring, and we bike 7 days a week. So.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It was
Did you ever think to yourself, what have I got myself into? Now I have to go biking every single day.
Yes, absolutely. And we are so lucky to have so many wonderful trails, so close to home.
Gosh. How has Matthew changed since he's been on the bike?
He loves to go, he asks to go. He is so excited to get on his bike. And it's something that gives him independence and the joy to go out and be outside. He loves to see all the wildlife. It's amazing what we see on the trails. So it's so beneficial in many ways, mentally and physically.
Well, Forrest has been telling me about this bike, so this is the first day I've actually been able to see it. And then the 4th grade ride. Tell me about the ride.
The ride was awesome. As a family, we were able to prepare so that Matthew could join his peers and go on a bike ride. I'm going to start crying.
Dude, that's great too. All right. And I might too, so that's fine.
But it started back in having the dream of going on the 4th grade bike ride and how we were going to accomplish that. So I made a call to Forrest, and they said that we could work something out, and they have been absolutely wonderful to work with. For the opportunity to Matthew to go through the tunnel and have his classmates cheer him on, it's just a wonderful experience. So we're looking forward to the 4th grade bike ride this year with some of his classmates, so we can have them join us as well.
Hello, buddy.
Oh, that is wonderful. Oh, and he has Eric's bike gloves on.
It's wonderful to see kids get out and be active, get out and really enjoy the trail system, enjoy the bicycle, and just get out and have a great time.
Told you. Tear it up.
Awesome. Yes, I did too.
Oh, that's such an unbelievable story. I missed up every time that I see it. And the whole episode today was fantastic. We met with Mike Boone from Adaptive Sports Iowa and met the riders that he's riding with on RAGBRAI.
Well, Bike People wishes Matthew and his family many, many miles of fun, safe, and enjoyable cycling out there. In fact, I've got under reliable authority that they've been on the trail practicing and getting in shape for RAGBRAI this year.
Do you think he likes rhubarb pie?
Well, I'm sure he does. The bag on the back was like a 4 rhubarb pie size bag.
And that is how we measure things around here.
That's right.
Well, make sure you tune in next week because we're going to visit a bunch of attractions around the High Trestle Trail, learn about Survival Iowa, and we bike to Snooze Hill Vineyard.
That's where you get to do the stomp ride. I know you had a lot of fun doing that. Well, check us out on Facebook and also check us out on our website.
And get on out there.
And become Bike People.
If you see us on RAGBRAI, though,
I'll
you have to stop and say hello.
Actually, I've been watching Bike People, and I was like, I gotta see them on RAGBRAI.
Yes. Well, now you're a celebrity.
Yeah, that's what I told my old lady. Okay. I was like, if I get to go on camera, I want to become a celebrity.
You could.
Yeah.
Earn it. Yeah. Well, thank you. Have an awesome ride today. It was great to meet you.
Yep, great to meet you.
Bike People is brought to you in part by the Des Moines Bicycle Collective promotes bicycling as a means of active transportation, wellness, and recreation in central Iowa. The Iowa Natural Heritage Foundation, working to protect and restore Iowa's land, water, and wildlife. Bike Iowa, your source for Iowa bicycle rides, events, and news, connecting cycling with Iowa communities since 2001.
Thanks for watching Bike People. For more about us, like our Facebook page and
check out our website at www.bikepeople.tv
and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Bike People TV, all one word for behind the scenes looks.